Hey y'all, it's Mandy here, the Sleeved Nana, checking in with my 3-week post-op updates. I'm just going to dive right in. Well, first of all, let me apologize for if there's a lot of movement. I don't have my camera set up. Going back and looking at some of my videos that I obviously didn't look at before I posted, there's some lag on a few of them. First I thought it was the GoPro, but then I noticed on one video that there was still some lag on a section of it that I had added to the GoPro footage that I'd recorded on my phone. So I don't think it's the GoPro. Because of that, it's obviously the editing app that I'm using. So I'm going to try to fix that. And for right now, just stick with my phone, because it seems to be happening like when I trim a video and then yeah, so just want to trim a video. Okay, so that's why I'm on my phone. Again, I apologize in advance if there's too much movement. So, but that damn fly has followed me all over this house today. I've tried to kill it and it just keeps escaping me. Editing is something that I'm going to work on getting better at, though, so bear with me. Okay, so I had VSG surgery with Dr. Rossi at CAMC Weight Loss Center in Charleston, West Virginia on June the 23rd. My high weight, I always cringe saying this out loud, but it is what it is. My high weight, sorry y'all, I'm on my couch and I feel like I'm getting too comfy on y'all, but high weight, see now it's all there, didn't you? 259.2. Surgery weight. That morning of surgery, I go by my scales, not what the doctor's scales or the hospital scales weighed me, which was more, because my scale is what I'm going to be weighing in on weekly. So the morning of surgery, my scale had me at 247.6. I'm 5'4", 44 years old, and my goal weight is 140-ish. And I say ish because that may or may not change the closer I get to that mark, depending on, you know, how I feel that I look, and just what my body wants to do, like where it decides to set. And I know that's a big thing, not just with weight loss surgery, but with just weight loss in general. Just trust the process, trust your body, and give it a minute, y'all. So with that being said, I weighed in this morning at 227 even. So from last week, that puts me down 3.2 pounds. It's not major, but again, trust the process. It's a marathon, not a race, and I'm sure you've heard other people say that with many different, you know, situations, and that is true. But hey, it's still a loss, right? So that puts me down. When I say these numbers, you know, put it all, you know, in perspective, and don't sound so bad. So from my high weight, I'm down 32.2 pounds. I count that as my total loss when people ask me, because look, I did that shit too. I mean, you know what I mean? I put in that work. But I know a lot of people want to know, you know, or just interested in what the surgery itself did. So I am down 20.6 pounds since surgery day. So And I know stalls are common. Again, not just with weight loss surgery. Plateaus happen no matter what you're doing, no matter what tools you are using. It's going to happen. Sometimes your body just needs a minute to adjust. And a lot of times that initial large weight loss that people see through all means of weight loss is it's kind of like I don't know if shock is the right word to your body, and dumping or dropping, I should say. Dumping is not a good word when you're VSG, I suppose, but just a flush of a lot of water weight and fluids is common in the beginning. And I hate it when people say, oh, well, that's probably just water weight. Look, bitch, it's weight, okay? I'm sorry for the language, but, and I look at it like this, people who say that, I feel, have probably never struggled with water retention, because let me tell you, I have, and it feels amazing when that fluid is gone, okay? So, and by the way, I've not had an issue with fluid retention since surgery, so it fixed that so far, I can tell, in 3 weeks. But I have not started eating like real foods yet either. So, I mean, of course I plan to eat differently than what I was eating before surgery. Like before surgery, I stopped drinking alcohol because I thought that was probably the culprit of the water retention. I seen a difference for about a week, and it was right back, and it's different things. I stopped drinking soda for that reason, and, prepping for VSG because I knew that was something that I needed to give up anyway. So, and surprisingly, that didn't make a difference. So, I don't know. Maybe I just needed to drop some weight, that it was just a little, much on my body to be carrying around. Maybe I was putting a little too much strain on it. I don't know. I'll know more about that once I start eating again. Let me, grab my notes, because as you can see, just real quickly there, without them, I tend to go in left field. Okay. Speaking of foods, I start my pureed stage / soft foods officially tomorrow. And I say that because I may or may not have already had a little something. Just testing the waters, I guess. I did have some refried beans that I mushed up even more with my fork. I didn't put them in my food processor because they're already, fairly mushed up as is. I did use canned because that's what I had on hand. The better choice would have been to buy the beans, put them in the Instant Pot, and make them that way. I didn't have any dry beans on hand, so I thought, well, let me just do this. So I spooned out a little. I did weigh them, 1 ounce. At first, like the first few bites, and I took it really slow. I spaced it out to, it was between 25 and 30 minutes to eat. Close to 1 ounce of the beans. I couldn't finish them. First few bites, I was just kind of like waiting to see, what was going to happen and if I was going to be sick. And then I thought, will I even feel it that quick if these are going to make me sick? But after a few bites, my stomach started making some noises, which is common anyway with VSG. But I just took it. I gave my sleeve, I gave Stella a minute extra, and it was okay. So now later on that evening, your girl had some gas, but hey, I ate some beans, and so yeah, that happened. But it wasn't the painful kind of gas from surgery. It was like I had refried beans gas. So y'all know the difference. I'm going to focus on upping my fluids a little. I have been hitting the 64-ounce goal that my surgeon recommends, but I just feel like my body needs a little more, because even with 64 ounces, I'm noticing my mouth is still kind of dry. So not so much fatigue or being tired how I was, before, but just dry mouth, and that's usually a good indicator that, you're experiencing a little dehydration. It wasn't, I've not been to the point to where I was like, I should probably go get IV or anything, but just paying attention to those little things and getting some fluid in you can oftentimes avoid that. So, and I'm going to focus on upping my activity a little. And when I say activity, I really mean just my walking, just getting some more steps in. I'm only 3 weeks out, so working out is not really something that I've given a lot of thought just yet, because I want to just take this first, probably 6 weeks or so to just focus on healing and some self-care, getting my nutrition right, because if you don't get that part right, then all the working out in the world is not going to do a damn thing for you guys. I'm sorry for my mouth today. I don't know what's wrong with me. I'm going to work on that. Sorry. I think I said that in a different video too, but my bad. But anyway, you have to get your nutrition where it needs to be. Or, working out is just not going to benefit you, really. I want to concentrate on kind of just making healthier choices being, my first instinct, or my, just my go-to kind of thing. Getting the swing of that. Even like with, just because, let me back it up a second, because potato chips, has always kind of been my weak spot. I even think that it would be a good idea for me to wait on trying like the Quest protein chips for a while. Now, not to say that anybody else should, but just because, I don't want to be like, oh, chips, and that be the only thing that I eat. You know what I mean? Because, I know me, and I love me a good potato chip. So, just until I feel like I can, eat those in a proper balance, I'm going to steer clear of even those. Now, am I looking forward to trying them? Yeah, I am. But I'm going to give it a little more time. Heck, I'm still in just the pureed and soft stage even now, but you know what I mean. I'm not going to jump into the snacks that are, popular in the weight loss community, I should, so to speak. Another reason that I'm not going to really worry about working out so much for a while is that I just can't get in enough calories to sustain a regular workout regimen, or to do a well enough workout for it to really be of any benefit. And I'm not new to working out or how it works or anything like that. I've not always been overweight. I used to be in pretty decent shape, especially when I was younger. I was into weightlifting and all that. So, I mean, I know, how it works. And so I also know that you better be able to eat. You better be able to feed your body, because working out, if you're doing, and when I say workout, I don't mean like, let me choose my words carefully before I offend somebody, because this mouth. My workouts are like, or my idea of a good workout is like, look, I ain't going in there looking cute, and I damn sure ain't coming out looking cute, okay? If I say I worked out, then I'm going to need you to probably stay 5 foot away from me until I hit the shower. Because if I didn't sweat, if my hair's not dripping, if I'm like, that's a workout to me. Not like, oh, I just got my nails did, or back that up. Scratch that. I went to the gym with my nails done, and nothing wrong with it. I'm not saying don't ever look cute because you work out. I'm saying, like, don't bother putting makeup on because you ain't coming out there with it on your face still. That's my kind of workout. Like, so don't even bother putting the makeup on. And I'm going to get off of that because I don't want to make it sound like, some movement is not beneficial. But you get what I'm saying. Y'all know the ones in the gym that it's like they're just there to maybe snag a date or something, Again, I need to move on. Okay. So, the proper workout will actually increase hunger. And so right now, I just kind of want to take advantage of the hunger control that the sleeve is giving me. I want to concentrate on, like I said, proper nutrition, vitamins, some self-care, meditation, healing, and things like that. Because in the past, I have been guilty of like dive right in, all or nothing, and that's kind of the same thing with the chips. I am one of those people, like, there's usually no in between with me. It's all or nothing, either one way or to the other. You know what I mean? And it's not always been in the right direction. So, hence me needing weight loss surgery. So, I just tend to be a little more careful now. You live and you learn, I'm trying to not be so one way or the other, and kind of just meeting myself in the middle, if that makes any sense. Y'all see that fly flying around my head? I swear to you, it's following me all around this house. Okay. Y'all see that? Okay. Foods that I'm thinking about starting out with, other than the beans, is some soft. This fly, y'all. I can have soft fruits and vegetables as well. I do plan to introduce, like, one new food at a time, just because, like, if I have, some kind of adverse reaction, if something makes me sick, doesn't agree, I want to know which food did that to me. I'm not a big pasta eater, typically, but about a month or so before surgery, I guess, for some reason, I just started wanting pasta more than I ever have. Did that go away with surgery? Nope. So, I don't hate zucchini. I don't necessarily love it, but it is a better option than some, just regular pasta. So I do try to plan on trying some zoodles. Not sure what kind of sauce. Maybe just a low sugar marinara. I don't know. But I'll decide, and I'm sure I'll make a little clip of that, an update on that. Oh, I have some ricotta bake ready to go in the fridge, y'all. I'm going to try that today. Super excited about that. So many people on here have made it and loved it. So I did try it before surgery just to see, never been a huge fan of ricotta cheese, but it was doable. So, and you'll hear oftentimes that your taste buds tend to change after surgery, so we'll see. But I'm just looking forward to it because it's going to feel like, food. I'm going to try some mushed up avocado and an egg. These are just things that I, already went and got and have on hand. I am able to, on my surgeon's plan, I'm now able to have protein shakes. Well, as of, officially tomorrow, but yeah. The beans I already tried. I'm going to probably try hard-boiled egg. I got some light mayo. It's made with, I can't remember if I got the one that's made with avocado oil or olive oil, but it was a better option than just regular full fat. I did compare the two. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to ease my way into like chicken salad and things like that, because I've heard a lot of people, and I know one lady actually personally, she is about 4 years out from surgery, I want to say, and she still struggles to eat chicken. Prior to surgery, like, I could throw down some chicken. Like, it's probably the thing that I ate most. My daughter always made the joke. It's like, I'm going to come up here one day and everybody in the house is going to be clucking. So, yeah. They said there's 101 ways to make chicken. So, yeah. Oh, I set my first goal for myself. Scale-wise. I've not really had any VSGs yet that I can think of. Because I've not tried on any clothes that was a little snug or anything like that just yet. Vacation. Our vacation we take later in the year. We usually take it in September just because it's not as hot. Things tend to be less crowded. And we are lake people. And we like to fish. So if you know anything about fishing, like midsummer, it's, a little more difficult to do that, to fish. We particularly, I bombed that, but you know what I'm saying. We like to striper fish. And our favorite place to go is Lake Murray in South Carolina. We've been there past 4 or 5 years. Me and my husband just went. I actually think we went alone. That was our first trip, guys, alone without kids. I don't know why I forgot this part. It was our first road trip, first weekend trip alone without any kids. And we had been married, let's see, we just had our 23rd anniversary last week. So we've been married like 19 years and had not taken a trip alone. So yeah, 18, 19 years. Then we thought, well, we'll just go and test it out and see what it's like. Fell in love with it, the place. That is now like our goal to retire there. We love it so much, but it's really hot there compared to where we live. So that's another reason why we vacation in September, because the fishing is a little better. The temps cool down a little bit. It's still kind of hot there compared to here, but you know, it's an improvement in, like, say mid-July or 4th of July when a lot of people go. But anyway, that is 10 weeks from this week. I will be 13 weeks out from surgery. So my first goal that I have set for myself is to be under 200 pounds by vacation. So that gives me 10 weeks to lose at least 28 pounds, because that would put me under 200 by 1 pound. So I'm just going to round it up and say, you know, I got 10 weeks to lose 30 pounds, which is averaging 3 pounds a week. So, I mean, now if I get on the scale and I'm down like 2 pounds, am I going to be like, oh my God, you know, I'm not going to hit my goal? No. In the past, would I have been like, oh, well, let me, you know, walk an extra mile, probably. But that is the kind of mindset that I want to change. I want to approach this differently than I have in the past. Now, is there anything wrong with that? You know, saying, oh, let me just push harder. You know, absolutely not. Because at some point, you know, I plan to push harder on this journey. But I want to gradually get there. Because in the past, I have, you know, in the process of doing that and being that way, I have gotten burned out quickly, put too much strain on my body, which caused me to have a knee injury, or well, I flared up an old knee injury. It was like I just, nothing wrong with pushing your body. Let me say that. But pushing yourself to the point of where you're going to be more susceptible to have an injury is never a good thing. And when I say I always had this mentality of like all or nothing, like that would be me. And it's never really worked out that great for me. So, hey, that's, you know, that's insanity, you know, doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. So, I want to change the process this time. I didn't gain this weight overnight. It's not going to come off overnight. And I guess I kind of before would like become really obsessed with things easy, to an extreme, I think. So, but again, just trying a different approach. And I'm a lot older now. Like I'm 44. I'm going to take it easy on my joints and stuff, y'all. So, now I'm not saying, you know, that I don't feel like I'm an old woman or anything, but I'm not 20 anymore either, so gotta keep that in mind. Okay, so I have went on and rambled on for 29, almost 30 minutes. So, I'm going to end this video now. Look forward to checking in with you guys next week. Oh, I did measurements also the morning of surgery. I'm not going to measure myself every week. I'll probably just do that once a month. And I feel like that will be a good idea for, you know, if and when the scale kind of stalls, at least I'll have that, you know, I'll be like, oh, well, you know, but this happened, you know, because I don't think it's ever a good idea to just have like one thing that you let determine, you know, your success at something, especially with weight loss. Like, you know, do the measurements, do the before and after pictures, use the scale, but don't put as much emphasis on that, especially, you know, as ladies, because, you know, like with our cycles, and I mean, it's just, it can cause a lot of fluctuation, hormones and all that jazz. Like, it's just, you know, pay attention to how your clothes fit. And sorry guys, alarm went off for me to get up and move, so I'm gonna do that. But again, I think I'm just going to measure once a month. Confession, I am a daily weigher, which I know contradicts, you know, what I just said about not, you know, becoming obsessive with what the scale says. I kind of do it out of habit, I think, just because of like all the issues that I have had with fluid retention, and my doctor had me keeping a food journal, and so I would weigh in daily to see how different foods were affecting me. And in the past, whenever I've been on, you know, different weight loss journeys, or you know, if you know anything about lifting weights, you know that there's a time when you bulk and a time when you cut and all that. But it was like in my mind, I just had it like, you know, if I weigh in today versus wait until the end of the week, if I've put on a pound, then I feel like a pound is easier to take care of than wait until the end of the week and seeing that I maybe put on 4 or 5. So, but again, with the weight fluctuations, you know, especially with us ladies, like it's, if you can get on the scale daily just for reference of, you know, like, how is this food affecting me, or do I need to cut back on my sodium intake or whatever, and it not mess with your mind. If you can do that and not let it like bring you down or even hype you up a little bit too much, because there's a good chance like you get on it today and be down 3 pounds, you get on tomorrow and that 3 pounds will be right back. If you can do it and not let it, you know, like mess up your day or your focus or anything, then that's on you. I am able to do that with the scale, just because after doing it for so long, you know, with my doctor had me doing it, to me, like I said, it's just kind of a routine, and I would just be like, oh, well, you know, maybe I shouldn't have, you know, put the salt shaker over top of this, or, I mean, you know what I mean? And that's just, like, I don't so much look at it now as, oh my God, I gained a pound. I look at it like, okay, no salt today, type thing. But that's just me. But hey, you do you. Different things gonna work for different people. Everybody's journey's different. We'll share some of the same experiences, and there'll be certain other things that'll be night and day. So, but anyway, give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Please hit the subscribe button, click the bell that you see there, and you'll know whenever I post another video. And thank you for watching, and I look forward to talking to you guys soon. Have a good one.